Hey everyone! Today we're going to check out some Reddit stories people are interested in and see what decisions you would make in those situations. A Reddit user named FitAttention2 311 posted this question in r/AITAH. AITAH for bringing food to my boyfriend's family dinner? My boyfriend and his family have a big family get-together dinner every year. I had never been to one before, but recently he told me he wanted me to meet the rest of his family, beyond just his parents and siblings. I agreed. He then suggested that I make some food from my country to bring, since his family likes trying new things. I was planning to make something I knew most people were already used to, because the last thing I wanted was to waste time and money on something that would just sit there untouched. But he promised me it wouldn't go to waste and said that if it did, he would reimburse me. So I agreed. I made a small amount of a few different dishes, and my boyfriend placed them among the dishes his mother had already prepared. Then we went around meeting the rest of his family. When it came time to eat, my boyfriend went around, urging some of his relatives to try what I had brought. And then for the rest of the dinner, people kept complimenting me, my cooking, my dishes, and even asking me about my home country. I'm not much of a talkative person, so I was a little overwhelmed by all the attention, but I answered as best I could. At the end of the dinner, my boyfriend's aunt asked if I'd be coming again next year. I told her I'd try to make it back, and she seemed genuinely happy. But the very next day, my boyfriend and his mother had a fight over the phone. Apparently, she said she didn't appreciate me bringing foreign food, and that it was disrespectful that I didn't ask her first. She also said I wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place because it was family only, and that she had wasted her time with dinner because my food barely got eaten. She said she was hurt and told my boyfriend he was wrong for taking my side instead of hers. Now she isn't speaking to him. And I feel bad because my boyfriend and his mother were close, and now it feels like I ruined that relationship. When I told my mother about it, she said maybe I should have asked first and that his mother had a right to be upset. So now I'm wondering if I should apologize or not, because honestly, the whole situation feels absurd. But at the same time, I do feel bad for upsetting his mother. And here's Sea Survivor 9's comment. This is not your issue. This is not your problem. This is between mother and son only. You did what was asked of you. If he asked you for something that would upset his mother, that's on him. If he invited you when he shouldn't have, that's on him. They were gracious to you at the dinner, so leave it at that. Their fight actually isn't about you, even if it seems like it is. Their fight is because of them and their relationship. They'll figure it out. You did nothing wrong. But in the future, talk to your boyfriend about invitations and expectations, and tell him that if he brings you when you're not actually invited, that becomes a problem between you and him. And Spirited-Jicama9285 replied, agreed. This says it all. Mom didn't like being blindsided, and she felt upstaged. It probably surprised the boyfriend, and it's great he takes OP's side. But it's still a bit of a red flag. Moms who feel threatened by girlfriends make terrible MILs. And here's conscious_can3226's comment. Your boyfriend is the asshole for not asking his mom about you bringing food, and for not asking if he could bring someone extra to a family gathering. For your own knowledge, if someone invites you to dinner and it's not a potluck, it is rude to bring food without asking. Because when it's a big family gathering and you both have enough to share, that can lead to a lot of food waste. If she had been asked, she would have had the chance to reduce how much she was making, and not waste money on food that wouldn't get eaten. And while it's great that your boyfriend is on your side, he should honestly be the one apologizing to his mother for this massive social misstep. Because how could you have known he communicated none of his plans, or your plans, to his mother? I would apologize to her regardless, just something like, I'm so sorry for bringing food. I was unaware that it hadn't been communicated. I'll keep it in mind next time to reach out to you directly. And Taster Spoon replied, finally someone proposing a way to move forward. I don't understand all the stand your ground comments. How is that going to smooth things over going forward, assuming OP actually wants to stay with her boyfriend? Sure, OP is NTA and shouldn't be getting heat from anyone for doing what her boyfriend advised her to do. He's the one who made all the errors here, but presumably OP wants his mother to like her and can apologize for hurt feelings while explaining how it all came about. Sure, throw the boyfriend under the bus. Mom will forgive him, But why set up an antagonist in the family if you can nip it in the bud by sending flowers and an apologetic note? And here's Smoothie for Life's comment. Someday, you will be the hostess. It is the kind of meal where no guest needs to bring anything. You will clean your house, set the table, invite the people, and buy the food. You will plan a meal where all the food is chosen to go together. You will think about how much to prepare. You will be looking forward to a good time. How are you going to feel if no one asks you? But one guest shows up with a selection of delicious foods that are unfamiliar to your guests? The guests are all curious about this foreign food and compliment the person who brought it. The food you prepared for your party is barely touched. No one has much to say about what you fixed. Your boyfriend gave you bad directions. His mother probably makes cooking and hosting look effortless. He takes all of that for granted. Hosting a dinner party takes planning, money, and work. Unless the meal is a potluck and everyone brings a dish to share, do not bring food to share. At a dinner party, unless you and the host have discussed it and are in agreement. You can bring a hostess gift. If you bring food, choose something that will not be served at the party. My take. This is one of the best comments for perspective. It doesn't attack OP. It just explains why the host may have felt hurt, and honestly, that's fair. A lot of people in the comments are jumping straight to jealous MIL, but I think this comment gives the mother more dignity than that. Hosting is work. It's emotional labor too. So yes, the boyfriend created the problem. But I also think the mother's feelings make more sense after reading this. And here's WiseMatter9248's comment. Absolutely all of the blame in this situation belongs on your boyfriend. You didn't need to ask his mom to cook because we're told by boyfriends. It's reasonable to assume he has permission to tell you that. He should have asked her first. He didn't tell his mom about the food. He just put it on the table. That was sneaky and rude to his mother. You didn't need permission to attend the party. You were invited by a family member. If you weren't supposed to be there, he should have known that. In every aspect of this, your boyfriend was disrespectful to his mother. You didn't do anything wrong. My boyfriend doesn't ask my family what to bring to a family dinner, he asks me. If I'm not sure, I ask the host. It's my family, and he is only coming because I invited him. If you apologize, it should be something like, I am sorry for upsetting you. I wasn't aware that boyfriend didn't have permission to bring me, or to ask me to bring food. I will make sure to double check on that in the future. And here's from Helly's comment, NTA. But your boyfriend invited you without asking his mother. Then he agreed to you bringing food without asking his mother. I don't think he meant to be rude to his mom, but he definitely was. You brought several dishes too. His mom probably would have cooked less had she known you were bringing things. In America, and maybe elsewhere, we call the host and ask what we can bring to an event. They may say dessert for 2 people or another side dish. That way they make what is needed and wait for the rest to show up. I do think the mom's ego is bruised because your food was a hit. Your boyfriend should apologize to her. He should have asked about you and he should have asked about the food. He was in the wrong. And if you want a good relationship with his mom, apologize too. But only if the subject comes up. Don't force it. Just a simple, I am sorry about the party. I thought I was invited, and I'm sorry about bringing so much food. In my culture, that is what you do. I will be more mindful of you and your customs in the future. You shouldn't have to apologize, but I can about guarantee it will affect your relationship with her if you don't. And here's Umeno Uzume's comment. Your boyfriend's the asshole. He is the one who told you to make something and who told you it was A-okay. He's also the one who did not run this by his mom at all, which is a dick move, since she was the hostess. Now, it also looks like he's not coming clean to his mom that he is the one who told you to make something and bring it to the family get-together, making it look like it was your independent idea. In short, he's throwing you under the bus for coming up with an idea and not going over it with his mom, the host, first. Final thought. If I had to put it plainly, she was not wrong in intention. The boyfriend was wrong in execution. The mother was not crazy to feel caught off guard, but she was wrong to dump all of that on OP. If I were in OP's position, I'd do 2 things. First, I'd have a very direct conversation with the boyfriend. I'd want to know exactly what he told his mother, before, during, and after that dinner. Second, I'd send one calm, respectful message to the mother. Something warm, brief, and adult. Not begging, not defensive, just clear. Something like, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding at dinner. I truly believed I was invited. and I only brought food because your son encouraged me to. I meant it as a gesture of appreciation, not disrespect. I enjoyed meeting everyone, and I hope there are no hard feelings. That would be my move. Because sometimes the goal is not proving you were innocent. Sometimes the goal is showing that you carry yourself well, even when somebody else caused the problem.